Have you ever walked through a peaceful forest and felt like you were being watched? That unsettling feeling that something ancient and predatory is lurking just beyond the trees. Well, in the heart of England, there's a place called Cannock Chase where that feeling might be more than just your imagination. For decades, this sprawling woodland has been the epicenter of terrifying encounters with a creature straight out of our darkest nightmares, the werewolf. Tonight, we're not just telling ghost stories around a campfire. We're diving deep into the eyewitness accounts, the historical reports, and the chilling evidence that suggests something unnatural stalks these woods. Forget what you've seen in movies. The stories from Cannock Chase are raw, immediate, and terrifyingly real. People, just like you and me, have come face to face with a massive, bipedal wolf-like beast, and their lives have never been the same. The legend isn't new. Some trace it back to the 1970s, but whispers of strange creatures in the region go back even further. One of the most compelling modern accounts comes from the early 2000s. A local postman, going about his usual route near the German war cemetery, a somber, eerie place in its own right, saw something that made his blood run cold. Peeking over an old burial mound, he saw what he described as a huge, hairy creature, half man, half wolf, digging at the earth with its claws. It was massive, far larger than any known animal in the British Isles. But when it noticed him, it stared with intelligent, malevolent eyes before loping off into the dense woods. The postman was so shaken he refused to deliver to that area ever again. And he's not alone. Over the years, the reports have piled up, all painting a disturbingly similar picture. Hikers, paranormal investigators, and even casual dog walkers have reported hearing unearthly howls that don't belong to any native animal. They've found enormous, non-canine tracks pressed deep into the mud. But the most frightening accounts are the visual sightings. One couple, enjoying a later-night drive along the winding roads that cut through the chase, had to slam on their brakes. A creature, standing upright on two powerful legs, was caught in their headlights. They described it as being covered in dark matted fur, with a long snout, pointed ears, and glowing amber eyes. It stood there for a mere second, a monstrous silhouette against the blackness, before darting across the road with impossible speed and disappearing into the trees. They sat there, hearts pounding, trying to process what they had just seen. It wasn't a deer. It wasn't a bear. It was something else entirely. Another story that frequently comes up is from a group of teenagers who were camping illegally in the woods. Late at night, they were woken by the sound of heavy footsteps circling their tent. Then came a low, guttural growl that seemed to vibrate through the very ground. Peeking out, one of them saw a towering, muscular figure silhouetted by the moonlight. He said it was at least 7 feet tall, with the distinct shape of a wolf's head. They abandoned their gear and ran for their lives, not stopping until they reached the safety of a nearby road. So, what's the evidence? Beyond these terrifying testimonies, paranormal investigators have flocked to Cannock Chase, armed with thermal cameras, audio recorders, and a healthy dose of courage. Many have captured EVPs or electronic voice phenomena, recording growls and snarls that have no discernible source. Some have even captured thermal images of large, warm shapes moving swiftly through the undergrowth where no animal should be. One of the most famous pieces of physical evidence is a photograph taken by a paranormal research group in 2007. While the image is grainy and open to interpretation, it appears to show a large fur-covered creature peering from behind a tree. Skeptics dismiss it as a trick of the light or a case of pareidolia brains, seeing patterns that aren't there. But for believers and for those who have had their own experiences on the chase, it's chilling confirmation. The question, of course, is what could this creature be? Skeptics offer several explanations. The most common is misidentification. Could people be seeing a large dog, like an Irish wolfhound, or perhaps a wild boar or a large deer in poor lighting? It's possible. The power of suggestion is also strong. If you go into a supposedly haunted wood looking for a werewolf, your mind might just play tricks on you. Another theory points to a more human element. Could it be a person, a prankster, wearing a costume to scare people? While this might explain some sightings, it doesn't account for the creature's incredible speed. Its sheer size described in many reports, or the unearthly howls heard echoing through the valleys. And it certainly doesn't explain the enormous, non-human tracks left behind. But then there are the more esoteric theories. Cannock Chase is an area steeped in history and folklore. It has ancient burial sites, ley lines, and a long history of paranormal activity, from ghost sightings to UFOs. Some believe the area is a window or a portal to another dimension, and this werewolf-like entity is a creature that occasionally slips through. This theory connects the werewolf sightings to the broader tapestry of high strangeness that blankets the region. Local folklore offers another intriguing possibility. Old legends speak of shapeshifters and spirits of the wood, guardians of the ancient forest who are angered by human intrusion. Could the Cannock Chase werewolf be a modern manifestation of one of these ancient entities, a powerful nature spirit making its presence known? Let's circle back to the witnesses themselves. The thing that makes these stories so compelling is the genuine fear and conviction in the voices of those who tell them. These aren't people seeking fame or attention. Many are reluctant to even speak about their encounters, fearing ridicule. They are ordinary individuals who saw something extraordinary, something that defied all logic and forced them to question the very nature of reality. Imagine the psychological impact of seeing a monster from a fairy tale come to life right in front of you. One investigator I read about spoke to a man who had an encounter as a child in the 1980s. He was playing near the edge of the woods when he saw it, watching him from between the trees. He described its eyes as intelligent, not like an animal's. He ran home, terrified, but the memory stayed with him his entire life. He said it wasn't just scary. It felt ancient and powerful and profoundly wrong. The sheer consistency of the descriptions across decades is what truly makes you wonder. The immense height, the bipedal stance, the wolf-like head, the glowing eyes, and the incredible agility. These aren't random monster sightings, they are repeated encounters with a specific type of entity. So, is Cannock Chase home to a real-life werewolf? Is it a misidentified animal, a complex hoax, a visitor from another dimension, or a spirit from ancient folklore? The truth remains as elusive and misty as the chase itself on a cold autumn morning. But one thing is for certain, the legend of the Cannock Chase werewolf is more than just a story. It's a living, breathing mystery, woven into the very fabric of the landscape. For the hundreds of people who have seen it, heard it, or felt its terrifying presence, the question isn't whether it exists, but what it is, and when it will be seen again. The next time you find yourself walking in the woods as twilight falls, and you hear a twig snap behind you, you might just pause and wonder. Because in Cannock Chase, the shadows are deep, and not everything that walks in the woods is human. Thanks for joining me on this journey into one of England's darkest legends. If you've had an experience in Cannock Chase or know of a similar story, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the unexplained. Stay curious and stay safe.